Hi, Assalamualaikum. Good morning. I am Mr. Hazim. I want to talk about Yi Shengyi to return to China after August. Yi and Shengyi, the two panda cubs from Malaysia, will be returned to China together after August, said Zul Negara Deputy President Rosli. He said the agreement between Malaysia and China, which loaned a pair of pandas to Zul Negara, states that any cubs born must be returned to China once they reach 2 years old. However, China has not fixed an exact date for Yi and Shengyi to make the journey. We will request the Chinese government to arrange the have Shengyi and Yi sent back together, he told the staff. According to Rosli, Shengyi 2-year stay here ends on 21st August, and Zul Negara intends to send it back together with Yi, which was born in 13,018 to save transportation costs. We are waiting for the Chinese side to set a date for the repatriation, he said.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Idris bin Muhammad Naim, and today I will deliver news about COVID-19. Kuala Lumpur. Early preparedness experience in dealing with epidemics, immediate action to upgrade health facilities, efficiency in the implementation of screening tests in a large capacity. In addition to the medical team working with the knowledge and resources available. That is part of the factor that brought success to Malaysia in controlling the spread of the COVID-19 epidemic. It is deemed necessary to be a lesson to Western countries such as the United States and the United Kingdom, which were previously seen to emphasize aspects of health security, expertise, and a strong health system. The discovery is the result of a report by an international non-governmental body, Drugs for Neglected Disease Initiative, based on observation and studies by experts in the field of health reported and collected by Dr. Fifa Rahman. The NDI's Director for Southeast Asia, Jean-Michel Pidagnol, said the report was timely and illustrated the value of expertise by middle-income countries in responding to the global pandemic. While there is a clear need to invest in costly solutions such as new treatment and vaccine, pragmatism and speed in terms of establishing a basic health response are key factors. Middle-income countries focus on existing public health foundation. This is a lesson we must remember, he said. Referring to Malaysia's situation in dealing with the epidemic, the report mentioned that it started last December when the Chinese authorities detected a case of acute respiratory disease. Malaysia experienced dealing with West Asian respiratory syndrome and several acute respiratory syndrome, including an experienced contact tracing team is key to a quick response. Malaysia also drastically increased health facility and virus detection capacity last February, including an 86% increase in testing laboratory capacity, 89% of critical care beds, and 49% of ventilators, he said. In addition, he said compared to Western countries, Malaysia admit those confirmed positive for COVID-19 to hospital, including those without symptoms, in addition to conducting tests on close contact of positive patients and those with a history of travel to risky countries. Learning from other countries, including China, is the basis for identify what cannot be done in responding to COVID-19, including treatment. Although the evidence on treatment is still not clear, doctors in Malaysia give priority to monitoring to see negative side effects and adjust the use of drug, he said.
Assalamualaikum and good morning to all Malaysian. Together with me, Muhammad Rafiq Hakimi bin Abdul Halim, for us to follow the weather development. Let's go back to the hot weather status display in Peninsular Malaysia, involving Padang Terap in the states of Kedah, also involving Pasir Mas and Kuala Karai colonies in the state of Kelantan, also involving the romping district in the state of Pahang, which is now at level 1, which is the alert level. The daily temperature is seen to have reached 35 Celsius for 3 days in a row. Therefore, local residents are asked to drink water adequately and reduce activities outside the home. Well, let's move on to the display of radar echo image for the current weather forecast. It can be observed that rain and thunderstorms are happening in one or two places involving most states in Peninsular Malaysia except in the Federal Territory of Kuala Lumpur and also in the states of Malacca. Rain conditions are happening in the states of the west coast. It is expected to gradually subside within 1 to 2 hours, while in the interior and also the east coast, it may last until the beginning of the night. For the state of Sabah and Sarawak, rain and thunderstorms are seen to be more concentrated in one or two places, involving most part of the state of Sabah, also involving the western and central parts of the state of Sarawak. And these rainy conditions are expected to last until the beginning of the night. Well, this is all I can share for now. That's all to report. Muhammad Rafiq Hakimi bin Abdul Halim. Assalamualaikum.
Hi, I am Mr. Arif Arshad. Johor Darul Takzim JDT confirmed their status as the invincible team throughout the 2022 season when they complete the Quadruple Championship when they won the Malaysian Cup by beating Selangor FC 2-1 in the final action that took place at the Bukit Jalil National Stadium. In the final action, Selangor coach by Tan Cheng Ho made two changes in the starting 11 by risking Baha Abdul Rahman and Richmond Ankara to replace Don Hakim Hassan and Yazan Al-Arab, who had to be sidelined following receiving a red card in the second semi-final previously. Meanwhile, JDT did not make any change when maintaining the main squad lead by sensational young star Arif Aiman Hanafi and his poisonous striker Betson Da Silva. Playing in front of 79,988 fans, Selangor looked more dangerous as early as the second minute when Mukhairi Azmal fired a solid shot but it soared high. 7 minutes later, Helison Kayon squandered a golden opportunity when his cross was a little off the mark. Even thought he was only facing one-on-one with Farizal Marlias, who was already defeated. Red-Yellow fans continue to be disappointed when Head Ang's attempt in the 16th minute was successfully blocked by the opponent's defense. Before Kayan headed in the 31st minute also went wide after welcoming Mukhairi's free kick. However, Matt David's mistake of pulling Kayan in the penalty box made the referee Muhammad Nazmi Nasaruddin not hesitate to give a penalty kick. Kayan Awang, imported from Brazil, had no problem beating Farizal in the 45th minute to put his team in the lead. However, JDT clearly did not want to end the first half with a deficit when it only took 2 minutes to tie the game throughout Betson's header after taking advantage of Davis' corner kick. Lively action continued to be shown by both teams in the second half
but the squad managed by Hector Bidoclio was sharper when Selangor took the lead thanks to a beautiful effort by Fernando Forestieri in the 60th minute. Cheng Ho made 4 changes at the front when he put in new engines Hakim Hassan, Alif Haikal, Shahib Bashar and Ahmad Daniel Asri to hunt for the equalizer. But the strategy did not succeed when JDT continued to dominate the action until the last minute to see the Malaysian Cup trophy paraded to the side of the country for the third time the club.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Saifullah. I talk about my news about economy. Kuala Lumpur, May 20, Bursa Malaysia Benchmark Index. The FTSE Bursa Malaysia KLCI means FBM KLCI is expected to move higher next week, driven by improved market sentiments, combined with confidence in a positive corporate reporting season. Vice President of Equity Research, Rakuten Trade Sedang Berhad, Tong Pak Leng said valuation of Malaysia equities are still cheaper than regional equities, hence local stock offer better upside potential of foreign investor. He said, however, investor may be worried of the market significant volatility and uncertainty. However, external development such as the review of the United States US debt ceiling will also be of concern to investors, he said. In addition, we are confident that some investors will turn their attention to corporate profit reporting as the reporting season will start next week and beyond. Therefore, we expect to FBM KLCI to trade in the range of 1420 to 1435 for the next week. From a technical point of view, we set immediately resistance at 1440 and support at 1415 Hitot bernama. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mr. Azizi. Today I will talk about Malaysia economy. Malaysia economy will grow 4.5% this year and next year after registering a strong growth of 8.7% last year. The inflation rate is also expected to decrease to 2.9% in 2023 before increasing slightly to 3.1% next year. The International Monetary Fund or IMF also expect the unemployment rate to drop 3.6% this year and improve to 3.5% next year. The projection was released in the World Economy Survey report issued by the IMF. Meanwhile, the IMF projects the rapidly developing economies of Asia, including China and India, to grow 5.3% this year. It also argues that the global financial system is being tested by higher interest and inflation rates. The global financial system is under strain as rising interest rates undermine confidence in some institutions.